Hi, it's Lawrence again. I'm a sound designer based in Los Angeles, and holy moly, more than 20,000 people watched my last video. I am incredibly honored. As movie lovers, witnessing Denis Villeneuve's Dune franchise in theaters is a blessing. Part 1's mix was already mind-blowing, but Part 2? It's on a whole nother level, all thanks to sound supervisor Richard King and his crew. I love how they built on Mark Mangini's and his crew's work from Part 1. A big difference in sound design is the addition of more weapons in Part 2. We have the laser rifles, aircraft artillery, and of course, Shawnee's rocket launcher. But my favorite of them all is the weapon on the ornithopter. When I first heard the sound in the theater, my jaw dropped. It's aggressive, tactile, and powerful. Even though it looks and operates like a machine gun, it doesn't sound like any machine gun that we know of. Also, another video about weapon sounds. Damn, the military-industrial complex got to me. Dune novel experts can probably explain this better, but I believe it's due to the disappearance of bullet-based weapons in Dune lore. It almost reminded me of the Needler from Halo, where it shoots out crystal ammo. Alright, now let's break this sound down to see why it's so effective. I hear two major elements, the initial low-end sound from the ammunition firing out of the barrel, followed by the high-pitched tactile impact sounds. The seat-shaking low-end sound complements the high-end tactile impact sounds perfectly. The sharp contrast really sells how dangerous this weapon is to people on the ground. Now, how do we recreate this? Wait a minute. I think we can work with that. But since a mouse is such a flimsy and small object, to cheat its size and weight, I'm going to put it against my gear case to use its resonance to hopefully make it sound bigger and meatier, and record as close as possible to get all the bass. Okay, I think this is a great start. Now let's edit them closer, slow it down a touch, and add some maximizer to increase the size. It's getting there, so let's pitch it down a tad. Add some distortion to bring some of that high end back and just make it sound more interesting. At this point, it's very close, but I start to hear the Pelican case too much now. So let's carve off some of that frequency. Alright, much better. And finally, just a touch of compression to make everything tighter and more percussive. I think this is pretty good for the little experiment, but we can be a little bit more grounded to reality. So let me find an actual minigun recording, process a little bit, and layer under it. Alright, now let's play all of them together. I'm pretty happy with this for now, because I literally have to be on a plane in 24 hours and I still did not pack. Let me just add in all the other elements from this clip and put everything together to see how it works. For the ornithopter sound, according to Featurettes of Dune Part 1, they mentioned it's critical to not make them sound like helicopters, so they used a very cool gadget as their source. I might do another video later to try to properly recreate the ornithopter sound, but for now I'll just use insect wings as the source. And now, here is my recreation of that ornithopter scene. Thanks for watching my little last-minute idea before my flight. How would you approach these weapon sounds of the Dune universe? And also, how would you design the ornithopter sound? Would you go for an all-synthesized approach, real-life recordings, or a combination of both? Let me know in the comments below. I'm actually very curious how other people will approach the design. That's it, folks. Hope you all have a great one, and see you when I'm back from my trip.